Yo, 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 what it do, what it do? It's that wrestling dude. And I'm joined here by the redheaded unicorn himself, old Ginger Spice. What's up, bro?
Buenas, mi gente. I'm here. I ain't really got
You're
nothing else
here.
to say. We saw what's happening today.
He's here. Hey, we're joined here by a member of the Marquee, second son of Journeyman, Rafael Delgado himself, man. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
Welcome to
Thank
the
you.
show.
Let's jump right in, man. How long you been in the biz? Who trained you? Where you based out of?
Trained out of Tampa, Florida. Trained under Francisco Chiazzo. I've been wrestling for about 3 years.
Okay. You are a lifelong fan of the biz?
uh, Bro, I love this shit.
Yeah. Who'd you grow up watching?
I grew up watching
Your
The
favorites, your
Rock,
favorites.
Stone Cold, the usuals, like
Yeah.
the ones that everyone grew up watching.
Yeah.
But that depends. That's different because that depends on how old you are and when you got into it. So, how old are you? What's your stats right now? What you wrestling in at?
I am 33 years old. If you want to know all the entrance information, I bill myself from the land of wonder. I weigh in at yes, and I am the Mad Hatter, Rafael Delgado.
Nice.
Yeah, that's what I
So
was
welcome to
telling
the
him.
show, Mad Hatter.
Welcome, welcome. That's what before you hopped on, I told him like he's Dominican Willy Wonka on acid. Is like the best thing I could, the best I could describe him as.
Well, I want to be the Puerto Rican Willy Wonka on acid. Can we collab?
Yeah, tag team. So how'd you get into the business?
So I got into an accident around 2020 before, the whole pandemic and everything. And I was out of work for about 3.5, 4 months. When I finally was able to get back to work, a buddy of mine who was training under Frank called me and said, "Hey, the school's doing open house. You should give it a look." And I had just got home from work. I was like, "I'll look into it, man, but I don't know if I'm going to do it." 10 minutes of sitting in my room in silence, I said, if I don't do this now, I'm never going to do it. And I have no regrets.
Hell yeah, man. You heard that little voice in your shoulder, like, you need to go. What are you doing here? You're just going to sit here and get high? You could go change your life. And you went and changed your life. And then you got high after, so you killed two birds with one stone. And I commend that.
Multi-talented. Was it easy for you at the beginning? You take it like second nature?
Yes and no. So I have an amateur wrestling background as well as a theater background. I did some stunt shows and fight shows at conventions, so I knew how to like protect myself from strikes and from certain slams and everything like that. But there were some things that took a little while, a little longer than others, but I got it down. Not as fast as August, but I got it down.
That's a weird mix, amateur wrestling and theater at the same time.
Hey, it's what I love to do.
Yeah,
It's like a
yeah.
weird mix when you think of it in the high school mentality of like, I'm a
Yeah.
high schooler, this, that, and whatever. But like, if he wanted to, he always had that in his back pocket already that he wanted to be a pro wrestler. And then you think that that's a perfect mix.
Oh
Yeah.
When
yeah.
you think of that.
Yeah. No, but yeah, they thinking it from the high school aspect of usually don't see the jocks in there with the theater guys.
No, not at all.
Would you come in as Rafael Delgado since day one, or you have something embarrassing?
At first I was ring announcing.
Okay.
And I went by my middle and my last name, which is Rafael Abreu, or say it properly, Rafael Abreu. But everybody kept butchering my last name, adding an extra A or spelling it with an E or two U's. I was like, you know what? Go with something simple. Like the first last name that popped up was Delgado. And I was like, I can use that because Dominican Republic backwards is República Dominicana. And I was like, that works.
Okay.
Perfect.
How long before you came up with the Mad Hatter?
So the Mad Hatter, the gimmick's been in my mind for years, actually. But when I was coming up with gimmicks with Frank, he told me that because of my look and everything, that I should go with like a more Kimbo Slice type thing. And for like the first 2 years, I was trying, the badass, the tough guy that like everyone else is trying to be. It's not me.
Yeah.
So I came up with this gimmick a couple of years ago because I'm a big fan of Alice in Wonderland as well as anything Johnny Depp has ever done. And the way he carries himself as the Mad Hatter, Willy Wonka, just any Jack Sparrow, just any over the top character, you know, that's what I wanted to do. That's what I wanted to present. So when I got with my Theo Simon, I pitched to him the idea, and he goes, "Do it. Frank would want you to do what makes you happy, and this is something different. No one's ever done it, and you're going to stick out from the rest of the locker room." And I'm having the most fun in the world.
It looks like you're having fun. I saw you and TJ Brady. You guys got a promo. It was fucking awesome. And like usually you don't see stuff like that. Usually it's usually the same kind of cut and dry thing everyone's doing, man. But it definitely stood out, man. The whole presentation of it, the whole visual, all of it.
Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to do. I wanted to do something different, something that people would remember. I know I'm gonna constantly get the leprechaun jokes. Oh, you look like Leprechaun in the Hood. Where are the Lucky Charms? That's fine. I can use that to my advantage.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I hate that, man. I'm Puerto Rican, but I got red hair, right? That's why the ginger spice. And I'm the only one in my family that's got red hair. Everyone else has black hair. So I hate the color green, and I hate anything that's like leprechaun or Irish. I'm like, fuck that. Get away from me.
Childhood trauma.
Yeah.
oh, man, I forgot to put my phone on Do Not Disturb.
You're blowing up.
Absolutely.
Who'd you
Special lady friend, you could always pick it up. Ladies first.
absolutely what that slide. Who'd you emulate when you first broke in ring style wise?
Who did I imitate?
Emulate. Like who'd you take from? Yeah, who'd you take from?
That's a good question. Oh wait. Duh. I was a big fan of Bobby Lashley.
Okay.
Or just majority of the time any wrestler of color, because you know, growing up seeing a pro wrestler that looks like you know,
yeah,
blows you away. So trying to be the badass tough guy, I tried to be like Bobby Lashley as best as I could. And then with time, I just started doing some homework, asked Frank for some people to watch and everything like that. So now I try to be, you know, a little bit of this guy, a little bit of that guy, dash of this, but still me.
Yeah. That's true, because I was like a big Savio Vega fan growing up, because like he was the only like out Puerto Rican guy you have, and then Razor Ramon just because we thought he was Hispanic, but
oh yeah.
The Latino delegation takes him.
He'll always be Cuban to me.
Oh, me too. Me too. Forever Latino.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. For anyone out there that hasn't seen like a match of yours, or two, what should they go check out? Like, what's your best shit right now?
Right now, WWE Improving Ground. I debuted the gimmick a couple weeks ago, so I have about 3-4 videos of me with the new gimmick. Generation Championship Wrestling. I debuted the gimmick against Stephen Frick. And yeah, that's about it right now. I will be wrestling this Friday, obviously, you know, for Black Friday, Generation Championship Wrestling, as well as Local Pro the following day out in Claremont, and Real Pro Wrestling in Fort Myers.
When are you doing that? On the next day after?
Yep.
Sunday?
So I got 3 shows in 3 days. I'm looking forward to it.
So yeah, busy man.
Work, man. And you know, let me take this moment to say thank you, dude, for putting your life, your health, and safety on the line for our entertainment. Wrestling 3 days in a row, no way, never happening in this life, not even once. So thank you very much, man, because that ain't easy on the body.
Eventually, I'll get to do it 7 days a week.
No one does that anymore.
I'll try to. I'll bring it back.
Triple H gave everybody the holiday off.
Yeah, that's true.
So you brought up GCW. So this Friday, November 29th, Generation Championship Wrestling's Black Friday. You're teaming up with TJ Brady to take on Frick and the highest man in Yo City, Baby Keith. How'd that match come about?
So after the last show, I had a match with when I had a match with Frick. He won by a roll-up, surprised the hell out of me. As soon as he got to the locker room, TJ attacked him. They have some history. And as soon as TJ was dragged off of him, I saw the opportunity and I struck him with my cane. And management saw that. They didn't like it. So they said, you know what? The both of you can have Frick at the next show. Frick can choose his partner. And this is where we are.
And you and TJ have teamed together before, right?
Once. So technically we didn't team. It was a 5-way fray, or it was a 6-man at Merrill Pro, which is a show you guys should check out come next year. But it was every man for themselves. But since TJ and I trained together, we worked together with Simon Says, I said, we should just the two of us against everyone else. So we did not collide with one another whatsoever. I used him as a weapon at one point, and because of that chemistry, I'm pretty sure this match, yeah, we got this in the bag.
Okay. Is it your secret weapon, all the shit you made him go find for you? Orange cat, dodo bird?
You got
some tricks up your sleeve, right?
About that. I'm not sure about that list. See, I just threw some random words out there. I don't necessarily need them, so just edit this out. But I wanted to see his loyalty, to see how much he's willing to actually work with me. So I just gave him some random products to grab, and if he has them this Friday, all right, then yeah, we're in the same headspace.
Okay. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys see what you're gonna do there, because me and Homeboy will be at the show.
Oh, I can't wait.
Yeah. Rolling in for you then, man. Saturday, November 30th, Local Pro Wrestling's Thanksgiving Throwdown. You be getting in the ring with a super young looking dude, Alex Breeze. I hate to say it like this, man, but is that match gonna be a breeze for you?
So when they first told me that I was booked, they said it's gonna be you versus Breeze. I immediately went to my nearest Walmart. I got a selfie stick. I got a boa from Michael's, and I was ready to cut a promo and call out Tyler Breeze. And I cut the promo and everything. I sent it to management. They said, no, you're working Alex Breeze. Oh.
Who?
All right. Cool. Still looking forward to it. Throw away this promo.
Is that the that's not, it's in Claremont. That's not at the citrus place, right? The farm?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Yeah, I've been in. I was telling Ginger about that. They got a pig, a bunch of pigs, and a donkey out in the front.
Yeah, they got a petting zoo out there.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool venue.
That's this Saturday?
Yeah, that's this Saturday.
We probably have to go to a couple shows. You got to take advantage of me while I'm here.
I'm down. I think our boy Dirty Devin's gonna be on that show too.
Oh yeah,
so
man, he is in the main event.
Dirty Devin, man.
Dirty Man is in the main event. Dirty Man is in the main event with 5 other men who were the other heavyweight champions of Local Pro. So it's gonna be a good match.
Not all the belts on the line, or
belts on the line, yeah.
All of them?
Yep.
No shit. So someone's gonna walk out with all of them? Okay, just the one.
Has.
Oh man. We have to go check that out.
It's gonna be intense.
I ain't doing anything else.
You say that now, wait till Saturday.
I'm just so lazy, man. Saturday I'd be like waking up and like I want to go to the beach.
We have to go after your team, the Irish play though.
Fuck you. I fucking hate you.
December 1st, Sunday. It's Riot Pro Wrestling out in Daytona Beach.
December 1st, no, that is Real Pro.
Real Pro. Where are they based out of?
They're based out of Fort Myers, and that will be my debut.
Okay. What are you expecting out of that crowd down there?
I'm expecting a good turnout. From pictures I've seen in the past and videos and whatnot from my friends that have been there, they get a pretty good turnout. It's also at a convention. I'm a massive nerd, so that's a win-win. I get to wrestle and I get to buy comic books and figures. Oh, yeah, that's a win-win.
So it's like yeah.
What convention's going? What convention is it?
Oh, I believe it's the
Google.
The Google
right now. But the name of the show is Chaos at the Con, and they do it every year. So I'm excited to make my debut.
Southwest Florida Con.
That's what it is.
Is that like where you guys like cosplay, or you just playing? Okay,
Yep.
like Eddie Torres does.
Yeah. You allowed to say who you going in as?
I'm not gonna cosplay, sadly, because I'm going there to work. And then once I've wrestled and I've gotten out of my gear, yeah, I don't want to get dressed back up. But if I did, I usually cosplay as Bishop from X-Men, Deadshot,
Yeah.
Bane. I try to mix it up a bit. What I'm really trying to work on right now is Powerline if he were in Kingdom Hearts.
We still don't know nothing about Kingdom Hearts. He's a loser.
I know about the game.
You know about the game.
Hey, it's not for everyone, but it's a lot of fun, and it's one of my all-time favorites.
Yeah.
So first time wrestling at a convention like that? Because what is it, like a ring and everybody's just walking around? So you gotta kind of work extra hard to get their attention, right?
So it won't be my first.
Okay.
Worked Kaiju Big Battle at MetroCon here in Tampa multiple times. And it's always a massive turnout at those shows. And like I said before, I've done stunt shows and fight shows at conventions, not necessarily with a ring, but on a stage in front of hundreds to thousands of people. So I'm expecting a great turnout. I have no nervousness in my body. I'm ready.
You sound confident as hell, so that's cool, man.
Thank you.
How much different is that doing stunt work compared to pro wrestling?
It's a little bit of the same, little bit different. It's about tomato, that type deal.
Okay.
So, you have to protect yourself when it comes to taking certain bumps and everything like that. But with stunt work, it's, hey, we're going to break this over you. We're going to throw you through this. You're going to fall on top of this guy. Put all of your weight onto them. It's about the same, but at the same time, in pro wrestling, the highest you're jumping off is the top rope or a ladder. Whereas, in stunt work, which I haven't done yet, thank God, but I've had friends that have jumped from second story, 3-story buildings, and with all the harnesses and everything. And it's the adrenaline rush from that is way more than what you get from wrestling.
Not bad.
Not if you in deathmatch.
No. That is something I would never do.
You never. That was my follow-up question.
No.
Thank you.
No, I'm good.
I don't blame you, man. I see those clips. I'm like, damn, you gotta you gotta be a little crazy to be a pro wrestler, but to go into that, you gotta be even more nuttier.
The last deathmatch show I went to, I'm trying to remember the name of the promotion. I believe it's ICW.
Okay. Yep.
They had a bar show where they used an octagon Friday night. I remember because I got there late, but I was supposed to be there for setup, but I stayed for teardown. I saw this guy in the main event get his bicep sliced open. Ugh. And what the referee did was he put a towel over it. They duct taped the towel over that, and then he continued the match.
Hell no.
And then the next day, the man had a match at the next venue, and I saw him. I was like, I would never do this, but I would give you your flowers because that's crazy.
That's ballsy too. The next day, like that, coming in. Oh, I'm a pussy. I stubbed my toe, and that shit hurts. I can only imagine that. How'd you get into stunt work?
So,
because that's another thing, you got to be crazy just to be like, hey, fuck it, let me go get hit and thrown around for a living.
So what happened was when I started doing community theater, I made some new friends and everything like that, and a buddy of mine by the name of Hippie, that's his nickname. I don't want to give out his government name because he enjoys his nickname.
You good?
He asked me if I had ever thought of doing like fight shows or anything like that, and I said no. The closest thing I've ever done is, the choreographed fights in plays, as well as some stuff I did for the Rocky Horror Picture Show, which I did for 5 years. And he goes, well, let me get you in touch with my buddy Ariel and see what we can do. Met Ariel. He and I became best friends, did some fight shows. And then he goes, hey, do you want to do some stunt work with me? And I said, sure. Like, are we just doing this for the hell of it? Or we're just doing it because we're going to drink, we're Hispanic and we're bored and we're dumb? He goes, yes. So, one thing led to another, and I made some connections with some of his friends, and we had been doing extra work for local indie films, as well as some, small YouTube videos and everything like that. So that's where I got some of the stunt work in, and I still do some of it to this day.
Yeah. Same rush as pro wrestling?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. That's ballsy, man.
How long you been growing your hair out? I know this is from left field, but
first time I got that question. Started growing my hair out around 2018. I was at my job and I had a small little fro and everything. And then at one point I shaved the sides. I looked like, I was an extra for kid and play in the house party.
Yeah.
And I said,
I love that movie. It still hits, man. Every time I watch that movie from beginning to end.
The remake is atrocious, but the classic.
Yeah.
But I had the nice kid and play haircut going on. And then at one point, a friend of mine just started twisting them up. And I said, you know what? I'm going to just let it grow. And I love my hair. I look back at old pictures where, I have a fade, clean cut and everything. And I feel like I'm looking at a horror movie. It's like, oh God, never again.
Yeah, I saw a picture of me and my dog the other day where I had short hair, and I was like, who the fuck was that? I didn't even recognize it was me.
Yeah, I look at old pictures and I'm like, oh, I don't know who that is. Let's never do that again.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why I'm at the point now is I keep it going or cut it all off.
You gotta keep it going.
Fuck it, let it ride.
Let it ride.
You look so much better already with that hair. Go back to that with a seether. What is it, 1999?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Get a blowout going with a 3. Keeping it rolling, man. Friday, December 6th, WWN's Proving Ground, Port Richey, Florida. Any clue what you gonna be doing down there?
On the 6th,
yeah.
I might be working this man by the name of Akamu. I had a heavyweight title match against the heavyweight champion Krieger 2 weeks ago, and his lackeys decided to get involved in the match. I took care of one last week, and then on the anniversary show of Proving Ground, I take care of the next one.
He sounds like a big dude with that name.
He's a pretty big dude. When I first saw him, I immediately thought of Akuma from Street Fighter.
Okay.
He has the size and the hair, and he's pretty intimidating to look at, but not get taken.
He's soft on the inside.
Yeah.
Who's your pick to win that Young Gun tournament?
Trying to remember who's left.
TJ, Baby Keith. I think they're on the opposite sides of the brackets. I was just looking today.
I'll make my pick after this match on Friday.
There you go. See if TJ's worth the damn in the ring as a partner.
Love you, TJ, but I still got my eyes on you.
He's a little sneaky too, man. You gotta watch those guys.
Yeah, my eyes are on everybody.
Those redheads, man, they're sneaky.
You can't trust those type of redheads, okay? That's that real Irish red, okay? You really can't trust that orange. You can't trust those, okay?
Oh, you're a natural red then. Natural reds can be trusted.
Yeah.
December 7th, Daytona Beach for Riot Pro Wrestling's Greed. We've never been to one of them shows. What's the vibe like out there?
So I've only been to one Riot Pro show. That was back in March. And every time they asked me if I was available, I wasn't. I had a prior booking, or I was already busy with other plans. So this will be my second show. I'm excited to go back. It's a very, very intimate show. The crowd is heavily involved and everything like that. So when you get there, the crowd is invested. You get invested once the bell rings and you got the match going and everything. It's going to be fun.
Daytona too. Well, at least Daytona used to be a party city.
Is that the location where it's like more on a stage, or is it all the way around? People sit all the way around the ring.
It's been a while since I've been. The first show that I went to, they had the crowd on one side, like proving ground. But from videos and pictures that I've seen, they have the crowd surrounding the ring now. So I'm excited to see what it looks like.
You know who you be working there yet or not yet?
They haven't told me my plans yet. They just told me that I'm booked.
Show up, make that money.
Yep. Absolutely.
Then you're going to Saturday, December 14th, 4th annual Hope for the Holidays in St. Pete. It's first time taking part in an event.
It'll be my first time on the show.
It's good for the kids.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I was told that I'm a part of a ugly sweater scramble. So I'm debating whether I should wear the newly acquired Rafael Delgado ugly sweater from Unforgettable Vision. If you don't have your own merch, get it now. Or get a custom one made of my buddy Aaron Nova when he's in his shark suit as a rib to him.
Okay. I actually was checking out
your friend.
Yeah, for sure. I was checking out their merch earlier, man. That sweater is actually pretty nice.
Thank you.
Yeah, the Christmas. So he actually got us some cool shit. He's got some Ninja Turtle shit too.
That is my new mascot, Rafael Del Turtle.
Yeah, Ninja Turtle with the dreads, man. It was actually pretty dope.
Yeah, thank you. I owe it up to Unforgettable Vision that they came up with that. When I told them the new gimmick, they got back to me and goes, all right, so here's your first design. What do you think? And I told them I absolutely love it. We need to make more merch with this mascot.
Yeah, it's pretty dope, man. You gotta go check that out, Ginger.
So it's Unforgettable Vision is a artist, a digital creator that you work with?
Yes. They're based out of the UK and they are phenomenal.
Yeah.
I signed up with them when I went to MegaCon up in Orlando, which is the biggest or the second biggest convention in Florida. And when August put up the post saying, hey, Unforgettable Vision is making a team. We've got 9 open slots left. My wrestling mom, Maddie, immediately messaged me and she goes, do it. And I was hesitating and she kept blowing my phone up. She called me at one point and I just said, okay. And I'm happy she did because this team is amazing. I mean, what other team are you going to be with that has collaborations with Adidas, Under Armour, Champion, and the list just keeps going. So who knows what 2025 is going to hold?
Yeah, for sure. You gotta go check out Unforgettable Vision. I got a lot of cool stuff on there.
Might get my own pair of sneakers. Who knows?
Oh, that'd be dope. With the turtle.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. You're on another toy drive in December 15th for Local Pro Wrestling's WonderSlam 4 in Groveland. What do you think that's gonna be like for the kids?
I know it's gonna be a lot of kids. I know I'm gonna get a lot of Leprechaun and Lucky Charm jokes. So I'm just gonna laugh and smile because I love kids and I know it's gonna happen.
Fuck them kids, yo.
To put it on a great show.
Punt them. Fuck them kids. I'm just kidding, all right. I believe the children are our future, okay? I remember the song.
Look, I already got my nephew doing rolls and bumps, so he's already well on his way.
I need to get my badass kids doing something.
Yeah, we saw.
What's been your biggest moment so far, you think?
Biggest moment so far was to be able to debut the gimmick and for Generation Championship Wrestling to give me that opportunity. And to honestly, even though he is my opponent, to honestly work with Frick as my first opponent, which is perfect because he asked me what I did with this character and everything. I said, buddy, I don't know. I'm still feeling this out. He said, all right, well, when we get out there, we'll talk and we'll just make some magic. Look back at that match and I have no regrets.
That's wild. It's only been a couple months, right?
Yeah, it's only been a couple
months. That's wild because it's like like that, not natural. Like it's like you've been doing this the whole fucking time.
Yeah, no, the Dominican Powerhouse was the first moniker, and then it was the Debt Collector with the set, and then the second son when Frank passed, love you, Dad. And then after a while, Uncle said, do your own thing. And here we are.
That's funny that Kimbo Slice. Did you come out with the gloves and everything?
No. I came out taped hands.
Taped hands.
Yeah, taped hands, all black boots, and Frank told me to come out with capris instead of shorts.
Yeah.
I still have the footage of my first match, which was a dark match for FIP. If I could go back in time and redo it, I would. Because,
So you like a striker at first?
Yeah, I was a striker at first. And it was a mess. I got through it and everything, but it was a mess.
So what'd you say your ring style is now?
My ring style is mad.
Mad. I like that.
That's the way I can describe it.
I like that.
You know, if I pull out a powerhouse move, I'll pull out some strikes, a submission hold, I'll be technical. Just know that when you're in the ring with me, it's be on your toes.
Yeah. That hat and that jacket, you get a custom made or you found it somewhere?
So the hat I bought from Amazon and a friend of mine designed it. I took the hat to her and she did everything for it. So the gold band, the green around it, everything. And the jacket I bought from Amazon as well. I do plan on getting one custom made. And I also do plan on buying more in different colors until my custom jacket I'm able to afford.
Yeah.
But the more time passes, the more work I'm putting on this character and the more work I'm putting on this gimmick. I already have plans on what I want to do as like different chapters or flavors, I guess. What is it? Just different chapters of the gimmick. I have a musical version of the Mad Hatter, coming up with ideas for a biker version of the Mad Hatter, and I never come out on a bike, probably like a big wheel or something. Be an anime villain of the Mad Hatter, and there's at one point I want to do a very, very twisted, dark version of the gimmick. And what's going to happen is with the different type of gear that I'm going to buy with time, make it seem like I'm ripping it apart and everything like that. And it's due to the fact that I've finally introduced Alice. But the thing is, I'm starting to put more thoughts and twist into that and thinking Alice will be any heavyweight title or just any title in general that I'm going after. So if I'm going after the Generation Championship Wrestling, heavyweight title, let's just, as an example, I'd cut a promo saying Alice Generation is going to be my new boo thing or something like that. Or Alice Proving or Alice Ground, Alice Riot, something like that. And eventually, every time I go after any title, my catchphrase would be Alice will be mine. And it'll turn from...
You're giving it all away already, bro. You got to calm down.
No, there's more. Trust me, there is more. There is a lot more.
Don't know who's listening. WWE writer might be on here copying all your style. He's listening to new Wyatt 6 doing all your shit, bro. You don't want that.
Yeah, you got a point.
Copyright, man. You got to protect yourself. Protect them ideas.
Yeah. But I love it, man. It's a dope-ass concept, too, because, like, you can go in and out of those ideas, like, one after another and go revert and go back again because, Mad Hatter, man, he's fucking crazy. Like, you can expect that. Like, other kind of gimmicks, you can't flip-flop back and forth like that, go from, like, something dark to something lighthearted to a fucking musical guy tap dancing with the hat on in the ring.
Yes, yeah, that's another reason why I went with the gimmick because, like I said earlier, everyone wants to be the tough, badass guy.
Yeah.
Every time they cut a promo, they try to sound tough or they say, I'm going to kick your ass, this and that, blah, blah, blah. None of them really believe their own words.
Yeah.
They can scream, they can say it as loud as they want. You can see it in their face and their body language when they're moving left and right and all this. They don't believe their own words.
Yeah.
With the Mad Hatter, I can be absolutely stupid. I could mess up my own words on purpose or by accident, and I could just keep going with it and say, yeah, no, that's my promo. You know, that's me. He's like, oh, well, you got to do it again. No, that's the gimmick. That's me.
There's more freedom in that.
Absolutely.
Yeah. What's the best advice someone has ever given you?
There's so much. Best advice that was given to me was from my dad, Francisco Chiazzo, which was, any advice you get from the veterans in this business, keep your mouth shut and listen. And to this day, I still do that, because there's a lot of guys that I see, you know, at training or at shows. There will be agents at the show or veterans, and the vets, and, you know, after a match, they'll say, hey, what'd you think? And the vet will break down their match little by little, this and that, and immediately they'll have a rebuttal or they'll have an excuse. And I'll be in the background hearing it, and I'll just, dude, shut up and listen.
Yeah, for sure.
Because it just, people don't do that. And when you talk back and you have excuses, you're basically saying, well, I hear you, but fuck your opinion. I'm still going to do what I want to do.
Fuck your opinion.
People are fucking hard-headed too, man.
Oh, yeah.
Never learn. What about shitty advice? You got any shitty advice that stands out to you? I can't believe that dude said that to me. Told me to do this.
Shittiest advice. Crowd is dead. Start clapping.
Did you listen to it?
It's not just pro wrestling, but in entertainment in general, the biggest death to any performance is silence.
Yeah.
I would rather do something in the match where I do something dirty. If I'm the heel, I'll do something dirty and then I'll insult the crowd. Or if I'm a babyface, I will sell like I just got my knees taken out from underneath me. You got to get the crowd invested. You got to get the crowd involved. You got to give them a reason to actually make some noise. You can't just start circling the ring, and if they're quiet, just...
That's so true. I hate it. Like, oh, you're forcing me into this.
I mean, there's moments where it kind of makes sense. Like, I mean, if you know, down on the ground or whatever, you're tagging or whatever. But you're right. If the crowd's just dead, not into it, just walk around in a circle clapping.
Yeah, but like in a tag team match, that makes sense, especially if the tag partner's, you know, on the apron and he's slapping the turnbuckle or he's stomping his foot
for the comeback.
He's trying to get his tag team partner to tag him in. He's like, come on, build the energy up. I'm right here. And then the crowd will get involved.
Yeah.
But if you know it's dead, or you're in like a camel clutch and you're crowd's not cheering. Let me clap. So I can
Hulk up.
That always happens at like the third match.
Oh,
the third match is always the hard one.
It's the worst. It was the worst advice I was ever given and I've ever heard. And I remember it. I never do it.
Okay. That's the next question. Do you ever bother into the device and everybody looking at you like you're crazy while you're clapping? You like working a heel or a face better? What's more fun? Heel, right?
Heel's a lot more fun. Heel's a lot more fun. You can get away with a few more things. What Frank would say is, oh, heel's easy to work because the crowd hates you already the minute you walk to the ring. You just got to give them more of a reason to hate you. Being a babyface is a hard part because they don't know who you are. They don't know why they should be cheering for you. With this gimmick, though, I'm up in the air. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. I'm up in the air right now.
No, you shouldn't be one or the other. You should be fucking you.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what I do at this point. That's what I do at this point because there will be some shows where they'll ask me, are you a babyface or are you a heel? Or somebody I'm working, do you work baby or do you work heel? Yes. That doesn't answer my question. I work yes. I work both. I will be me. Yeah. However, you feed whatever energy you feed me in the ring, I will feed it right back to you.
Yeah. Not just be you for sure. You don't need to pick one or the other. Anybody out there you haven't faced? You want to face? You want to get in the ring with?
I've never had a one-on-one match with Bud Heavy, and he's one of my good friends. I love his work, and I want to work him. At some point in time, I think with a good following, the crowd would love to see the Mad Hatter versus the Cheese. It would be just the most utterly chaotic, over-the-top, entertaining match that anyone will ever see. I've wanted to work the Gifted. I've worked Shogun before in a battle royal, but that's a battle royal.
Yeah.
So I have a list, but right off the top of my head, Shogun, Bud Heavy, and Cheese.
Bud Heavy is Cheese's partner in Beer Cheese.
Yes.
Okay. They're the ones putting on that show in St. Pete, right? Is that them?
That's the Cheese and Logan Cruz from the Gifted.
Okay. Good shit, man.
So let's go. Let's go somewhere else real quick. You said you walk a lot of these conventions. You love this Alice in Wonderland gimmick you're working on now. What are some of your other pop culture references that you draw inspiration from?
Ooh, that's a good question. There's an anime by the name of Assassination Classroom. The way that the main character, the teacher, carries himself and everything like that, that's what I try to be. So majority of the time he's trying to be the friendly teacher that he's trying to help all these students, progress and be better students and graduate and everything like that. But at the same time, he's absolutely nuts. So he could go from, all right, so 2 + 2 = 4. And then he jumps out the window, comes back with ice cream from like Italy. He's like, why did you do that? I was in the mood for sweets. Anyways, this is the lesson.
Assassination Classroom. I'm like trying to remember that. I was looking for my phone to write it down, but it's nodding on my phone. And I was like, all right, I got to remember Assassination Classroom.
So, Assassination Classroom, Doctor Who. I'm a big fan of Doctor Who.
Oh, yeah. Which one's your favorite Doctor?
David Tennant.
Okay. Which one? Yeah. That's the white one with they're all white, but the one with the white hair, right?
he has the spiky hair, yeah, the tall spiky hair. He wears the Chucks, yeah.
Yeah. I like the one with the long scarf. I forgot the old school one with the long scarf.
Yeah, that's actually I forget his name, but yeah, he's also one of my favorites. But for the Hatter, it's a combination of David Tennant and Matt Smith, which were the 10th and the 11th Doctor. They're just, you see how they carry themselves. It's like, these guys are absolutely insane.
Yeah.
But they know what they're doing. Another inspiration is Deadpool, obviously, but to be, the merc with the mouth that everyone is, he's smart with his words and everything like that. He's always being goofy. It's more along the lines of you never know what he's going to do. And then at the same time, break the fourth wall a lot. So I have some plans for promos and recordings of certain shows. And I'm going to talk to the promoters, but it's going to be some fun little teases as well as maybe some Easter eggs here and there. I have a lot of stuff planned for this gimmick.
Awesome, man. I love people to put in the work, man, and put the promos out and the videos out, man.
Thank you.
Because you see people don't utilize social media correctly. They don't promote their matches. They don't do shit. That's why I've been loving GCW. Just been on the past couple of days, just flooding with all promos from everybody. You got to sell your shit. You got to sell your shit.
Oh, yeah. I have not cut a promo myself because I'm trying to tell the story of I'm trying to get TJ just a little bit as mad as I am, just a little bit insane, which is why I sent him on that scavenger hunt of all these random items.
I think he has it in him.
Yeah.
What you getting?
When he's around me, he seems like he doesn't know what the hell's going on. He seems a little pale. I think he might need some vitamin C, a little bit of sun.
That's
that type of Irish. I mean, that type of redhead. They don't get a lot of sun. They just stay white.
You got any? Go ahead. You got any advice to anyone starting off? Go ahead. Finish your thought.
One last thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I am not Cedric Alexander. Yes, I want to meet the man because I want to do the Spider-Man meme with him. So a buddy of mine, I had to say it because I'm looking at myself. I was like, damn, I do look like Cedric. So last Saturday, a buddy of mine sent me pictures that I believe he was in Ybor City or something, and he ran into Cedric, and his family, took some pictures, and then he told Cedric about me. When he showed Cedric pictures of me, he goes, whoa, that is scary. His wife reacted the same way. Their daughter reacted the same way. And then I have friends from the establishment up in Orlando that personally know Cedric. And one of them even like saw him at an NXT show recently. He goes, bro, there's this kid on the indie scene right now that is fucking everybody up because he looks like you. And Cedric laughed. He goes, I think I know who it is. Even Cedric said the same thing. I need to meet him now, and we need to do the Spider-Man meme. And if that happens, I guarantee you it'll go viral.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, if he wasn't under contract with the WWE, I'd want to do a promo where he's wearing my gear as the Mad Hatter, and then I just walk in like, what the hell are you doing?
It'd be hilarious.
Yeah, just like, what the hell are you doing? No, this is my thing.
Yeah.
You go back. Go back to the Fed. This is mine.
Go back to the Fed.
You never know though. They're letting more and more people venture out nowadays for WWE.
Yeah, that is true. So anybody watching this, tag Cedric in this. I live in Tampa. I don't know if he lives in Tampa. Cedric, me and you, we need to meet. Spider-Man meme. It's got to happen.
We're gonna get that on the books for sure.
Yeah.
Last question for you. Someone breaking in. Any advice for him?
Don't.
It's not any reason, or just don't at all. Just don't bother with the headache.
Just don't. That's all I can say. Don't.
There you go. Well, that's it, man. That's all I got for you, Ginger. You got anything else for him? Any questions for him?
That's all I got, guys.
There you go. Rafael, man, go ahead and get your shit in. Plug your shit. Where can they find you?
You can find me on Instagram at Rafi_Delgado91. You can find me on Twitter. I'm not calling it X. Twitter at Pla_Thanos. That's a story for another day. And you can find me on Facebook, my business page at Rafael Delgado. And I'm trying to build up more of my reputation on Threads and my following, but it's basically just Twitter 2.0.
Yeah.
But well, it doesn't have all the porn.
Yeah, it does. It does.
Oh, it does?
Does it really?
Yeah. Yeah, as soon
Come on, Zuckerberg. I thought you were trying to fucking clean up America. What the hell?
Occasionally I'll be on Instagram and I'll get a notification of somebody that I follow posting on Threads. I'll open it. I was like, all right, this looks like a funny meme. Ass.
But is it ass and fucking full out vagina, or is it just an ass and a thong?
Right now,
X it's crazy. X
right now,
right
now it's just ass and porn bots.
Okay,
dude. It is just, it's like straight fucking on X right now. You
Pretty
get
much,
on there and it's just like whatever you want to watch. It's as bad as Pornhub and everything else on there.
The hub is in trouble.
I got off. I was like, Elon, you won, man.
The hub is in trouble.
I wonder if those is actually gonna be blocked in those like crazy states that like Texas and shit that they're blocking Pornhub and stuff. I wonder if X is gonna be affected by that, or Twitter.
More than likely, yeah.
Yeah.
They're not gonna.
No, they're cracking down on social media.
You don't want to go scrolling through looking at sports feeds on X and all of a sudden see a big ass dick in your face.
That's exactly they ain't cracking down on that within the next 4 years. Elon's buddy with Mr. President. So
yeah. More dick, Elon.
If you want to be on X, you got to be in between the fucking butt cracks.
On that note, Ginger, go ahead and get your OnlyFans out there. Where can you find you?
I do not have OnlyFans, but you can like and subscribe if you want on Ginger Spice on Instagram. That's the only place you're gonna find me. That's it.
Y'all just reminded me of the Skeletor memes. Remember, you can't spell advertisement without semen between the tits. Until we meet again.
Well, guys, that's a great show.
Like and subscribe. That wrestling dude, Rafael, man. Thank you again for coming on, man. We really appreciate it. We're gonna see you on Friday, man. At GCW Black Friday.
I'll see you guys on Friday. Looking forward to it.
Yes, sir. Thank you again for coming on, man. You guys have a good night.